Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jump and today I'll be reviewing Temple Run, which was released back in 2011. Now, the main thing you do in this game is basically you are playing this adventurer type character and you're basically running away from these enemies because you stole an ancient idol thing that was in an ancient temple, and that's basically it. And throughout the course of the game, it's just it's basically one of these mobile games. It's basically like Angry Birds, and yeah, it's basically you just run away from a bunch of enemies and you just see how far you can run before dying or falling off a ledge or something like that. And this game, I would say, is, I think back when it was first released, quite enjoyable and quite fun, just because it was one of those mobile games that I think really helped the mobile gaming sphere, kind of like how Angry Birds did. And I would say it's enjoyable. I think it's one of those games that can just help pass the time a bit if you're like waiting for someone or waiting for something to be delivered or something like that. Yeah, and in the game you can change characters if you have enough coins that you've collected throughout the game, as well as getting upgrades as well, because in the game there are a variety of upgrades. You've got the standard one, which is basically a magnet which can draw all the coins towards you. You've got one that can help you go fast, kind of like Quicksilver. You've got one that can upgrade, I think, the distance, as well as the amount of as well as doubling all the coins, and so on and so forth. And I would say it's fun and enjoyable, and it's okay, I would say, because the gameplay is quite simplistic. It's quite easy to figure out, because there's only that I think one or two ways of just playing the game. That being tilting your phone side to side, and that being like if there's like a particular set of coins in your way, or you need to avoid a certain obstacle, that kind of thing. And if you swipe left or right, you can change your character's direction, so they might go left, they might go right, they might stay continuing onwards, that kind of thing. And yeah, and now it's time for some gameplay. Now, Temple Run is basically just an auto run type of game, and yeah, if you die, you can just play again, either with like just get a free thing, stuff like that. And yeah, Temple Run is just basically really just one of those games that you can just play, so you can either run again or do other stuff. But yeah, Temple Run it's just an auto scroller type of game. Think of it as some of the auto scroller levels in some of the Mario games. Think of it like that, but instead of it being one or two levels, it's the whole game. And that, as you can see, I just started again, and for this death I just chose to do to view the clip again, and you're always given ads, which can be kind of annoying. Don't know why. I think it's just because they just want you to play other games that are not really good, I would say. But yeah, so with this, if you choose to watch the clip with an extra life or something like that, you are given the ability to run a few meters ahead, which I think is quite interesting. And in the game there are a variety of areas, or mainly three, that being a sort of temple type of area, a sort of a raft type area with water, and then a rock area, and it's kind of interesting to see these different areas being shown in the game. It's just that I kind of wish that we could have seen more in the game, more sort of ancient areas instead of just the 3 standard areas that you see in the game. And you can also see that the some of the coins have changed to red, and that's mainly because I think if you get one of the upgrades, I think the further you go in the game, they will change colour, and then they will double to your counter, your coin counter, I think. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. And now that's been it for the gameplay. Now it's going to go back to the review. So overall, I would say that Temple Run for us time is, in terms of the mobile game, I would say it's quite fun. It's quite enjoyable. It's one of those games that's as I said before, you might want to play just for a few minutes if you're waiting for someone, or something that's being delivered to your house or something like that. And yeah, I would say it's enjoyable, but I think it's only meant to be played in small doses, that kind of thing. So that's been my review for Temple Run. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.